I just wanted to get your...
Get my what?
I just want to get your idea.
I don't talk politics either, so...
Oh, no, I don't do politics either.
Okay, so I'm not going to answer anything.
Okay, so you're here on University and 13th. You got your signs here. So what do you hope to accomplish, if I can ask that?
Well, signs give people direction. Right?
Direction. Okay.
Right, so I hope that, accomplish that.
Okay, so what kind of direction are you looking for here? You want people to believe in...
You see road signs saying detour roads out.
Uh-huh.
You know, you see sirens, ambulance sirens,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want people to believe in Christianity, which is what I'm assuming this is, right?
Well, let's see. 35 years ago, I was just like one of them. Same campus. I was a staunch atheist. Wasn't raised.
You used to go to school here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't raised in a Christian home. It wasn't something my parents put on me. And I wanted to jump in bed and get laid. And I got drunk. I don't know. I got home.
Okay.
And then
So
two-year period of time, little by little, I didn't know it was God, but it was the Lord leading me, nudging me gently, lovingly to Himself. And I yielded to Him, and I made a decision after I graduated here. But I was 24, so it was shortly thereafter. And I'm no one different. I'm no better than anybody else. But I'm just passing through Gainesville. I'll be going up to Tallahassee next.
So you do this all those places?
I'm from Tampa.
Okay.
And I did that for a lot in Tampa. Now my mom passed with the Lord, and I'm released to do other areas.
Did you used to have a drug problem?
No.
No?
I drank though.
You drank a lot? Well, alcohol's a drug, so.
Well, I mean, for a couple of years, but I thank God, before I became a Christian, by the grace of God, on this campus, my dad was a drinker, and he fell back.
Okay.
And I got mad at him, and I'm like, how could he do that? He let the family down, and I didn't know it was the Lord, but I looked in the mirror, and the voice spoke and said, well, what about you?
Okay.
Because I was getting out of control drinking, and I was able to put it down. It was only the God's grace that let me. Go ahead.
So say you come across someone who doesn't believe any of this stuff. What do you have for the skeptic who doesn't believe in your God and Jesus and all that stuff? What kind of evidence do you have to show?
I used to tell people like that, just spoil yourself. And I didn't want to hear anything about God, but when I started drinking, then for whatever reason, I started talking about the Lord. I don't know why.
So it was drugs that got you off. Okay.
But
So do you have anything for someone who doesn't believe in your stuff? Because correct me if I'm wrong. If someone believes in something and they believe that something is true, then
you can't force them.
Well, what I'm saying is, you can believe in something, but usually when people believe in something, it should be because that thing shows to exist, which is why they believe it.
Yeah.
So when they go and tell other people, hey, this exists, you need more than just a person saying it's okay that it exists. You need to have the actual evidence showing.
I know on these campuses,
true.
sometimes go on campus and they'll talk to the students in the free speech area, and they say the stupidest things.
Okay.
And they try to force. We can't force.
Okay, but to that person, what do you have for evidence for someone who doesn't believe? What do you have for evidence to show?
I changed my life. March 25th, 1987. I was 24.
Okay, but is that going to be evidence for the person who doesn't believe?
But it is. My life has changed. It's 34 years ago.
But your life could change for many reasons. What about that person doesn't have any link to your life? So what evidence do you have for a person like me?
I can spout off a bunch of scriptures to you. A lot of times people say, well, that's just Bible verses. What more evidence do you have? What more evidence than a person's life changed? I used to sit in that same stadium, sneaking the same flask of whiskey, passing the girls up. You know what I'm saying?
People's lives can change for various reasons. Just because your life changed.
I was suicidal. Thank God I never attempted suicide.
Right. But your life can change for many reasons.
Sure it can.
So we have nothing to show that someone else's life changed. Therefore, it was a God that exists. We must have some sort of evidence showing that it was a God.
Try everything else. Why don't you try the Lord?
Okay. So you don't have anything for anyone who doesn't believe, other than referring to your life as if that should be good enough.
Oh, right here.
What's that?
I could start telling you stuff from the Bible. Jesus told it in John 3, a guy by the name of Nicodemus, a very righteous man, a God-fearing man. He told him, unless you're born again, you can't see the kingdom of God. And he said, unless you're born again, you can't enter the kingdom of God. So Jesus himself says you must be born again.
Okay.
Right? And why do we need to be born again? Because we're born wrong the first time.
What?
We're not sinners because we sinned. We're sinners because we're born
Well, I have no
that
reason
way.
to think I was born incorrectly the first time. So
Sorry?
I have no reason to think I was born
But you
incorrectly.
were.
How do you know that?
Because you were.
How? How do you know
Bible
that?
tells me so.
Huh?
Everything that people say, well, I was born gay, and they're right. They were probably born gay because they were born in sin. That's why they need to be born again.
But why should I believe that there is sin or a
I don't
God?
want to argue with you. I'm not out to argue with you.
But you're out here trying to convince people, right?
I'm a sign. You see signs on, there's a Chick-fil-A sign.
So you're just holding a sign, you don't really want to convince anyone.
It's the choice is theirs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you think it's important to know reality from fiction? Do you think it's the truth is important?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know what truth is, right?
Jesus said, I am the way,
Okay.
the truth,
Okay, but that's just
the life.
the-
At the Last Supper, he said that. He said, Jesus said,
Well-
I am the way. He didn't say, I am a way with
Well-
Muhammad and with all these other
That's what the
tolerate,
authors-
And you have all this list of stuff. And that's hogwash. Jesus
Yeah, but
said,
that-
I am the way.
That's what the
He
authors.
said, I am the truth.
Okay, I understand
He
that.
didn't say, I am a truth. He said, I am the truth.
But that's what the
That's-
authors.
I mean, and that's what I follow. Okay.
But that's what the authors of the
That's why
Bible.
I don't want to debate. There's no
But that's what the
debate.
authors of the Bible say
No, that's what
happened.
Jesus himself said.
How do you know Jesus actually said that?
He did say that.
Why?
Because
How-
it changed my life. March 25th.
Okay, so
1986.
we're just gonna go back to your life thing.
So I
Okay.
used to say, I used to believe the same
Okay.
thing you did. Exactly.
You
I
used to
did-
care about reality.
I used to debate it. I used to argue it. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't think it's good to debate?
I hit my head against the going around the same.
So you're saying that it's not good to debate or argue anymore.
comes a point in time where
We just give up and just
no,
fuck it, everything's true.
I don't need to argue. There's no argument.
Okay, so don't argue.
No,
Just
take
accept
it up
whatever
with God.
someone says to you.
No, take it up with God.
But we don't even know there's a God, do we?
Do you see a building?
What does that
See a
do?
building-
What does a building have to do with
It
anything?
means there must be a builder.
Right?
If you see creation, it means what? There was a creator.
Oh, how can
It
you
wasn't
show it's
like
cre-
it wasn't
how
a
can you
garbage
show it's
pail.
creation?
It wasn't a garbage pail. You throw a bomb in it, it blew up, and it became
How can
a
you?
car.
So you're
That's
saying
stupid. That's
nature?
stupid.
You're saying nature is creation?
That's why these colleges are shut down because of COVID. They give put these college kids in a bunch of debt, and they don't give them nothing but a bunch of theories. And it's just foolishness.
Okay.
And they say God doesn't exist.
Right.
And that's why they're sitting there, and these campuses are falling apart.
How is this campus falling apart?
Where are the people? Where are the students?
Well, it's because of the COVID. We're not in there so much.
But look, all this money, what a waste.
Well, they're doing remote learning right now.
But the thing is this: the educational, these egotistical professors that claim that God doesn't exist, and they
Right.
put all these students in debt, and they don't give them a decent.
Well, that's a
degree.
separate issue.
They
That's nothing to
can't-
do
they-
with whether
they-
God
they-
exists or not.
They can't get a job because of the education they got.
Right.
Well, who's to blame on that?
Well,
God?
what does that have to do with the God existing, though? That's nothing to do with the God.
Well, it has a lot to do.
How
because
so?
they sit there and say there's no God.
Right.
The Bible says the fool says
Right,
there's
well,
not-
what is
there's
that-
No God. See,
But-
that's why it's not even worth debating.
Of course it's worth debating. If you say something is true, you need to show it's true, right? That's why we have debate, because you're saying it's true, someone else doesn't believe in it, right?
There's no debate.
There's no
Again,
debate?
You see a builder, it means what? There has to
Okay,
have been
but
a
you need to
builder.
show that
see-
nature is
you see
created.
creation,
You need to
it
show it's
means there
creation.
was a creator.
But you need
I
to-
don't take a garbage pail and
Sir.
put a bomb in it and boom,
Sir.
and here's a car come out of it. Come
Sir,
on,
you need to show
give
us-
me a break.
Sir, you need to show it's
I
creation. Hello, sir.
No,
Hello.
No, that's just like
Sir, 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 sir. You need to show it's creation. You just can't say it's creation. Okay, you need to show it's creation. You can't say it is.
That's creation.
Okay, that's
Did you have the ability to
that's
make
not
a
an
tree?
argument.
Did you
That's
have
not
the ability to make a vow? No.
that's not an argument then. All right.
See, the other thing is this: Jesus said that
The Bible
smart
says-
parents were bringing their children to Jesus to bless him and pray for him, and he was doing that. But then his disciples got involved and says, "No," they told the parents, "Stop bringing your kids to Jesus. He's too important for kids." And Jesus rebuked his
Okay.
disciples, and he said, "Let the little children come to me, and
All right.
don't prevent them."
Okay.
He
What?
said, "For such is the
What does
kingdom
this
of
have to do with a God
and he said,
existing?
"Unless you come to God like a little child, you can have
Okay.
nothing to do with him." See, if you can't
That's-
come to God like a little child,
Like a
you
little
have
child?
nothing to do with him. Childlike faith.
So without-
You're too smart.
so without
You're too
questioning it?
smart. You're too educated. You're
Too educated.
You're too everything.
So
no,
you
you'll never
can't be
come
too
to
educated.
God because you're not going to become like a little child.
Of
You're
course
gonna
not.
live- you're gonna live your
Why
life
would
out.
I would I be like a child?
You're going to die, and you'll probably burn and go in hell like a bunch of other
What makes you
people.
think there's a hell? Why should I believe in a hell?
It is. You don't think,
How
what do
should
you feel right now?
Why should I believe there's a hell?
Because it exists.
Okay, that's not an answer.
It exists.
How do I know it exists?
Huh?
Because you say so? Everything.
Okay. Unless you become like a little child, you have nothing to
Okay,
do with
like
God.
a little child.
Right.
Like a little
Childlike
child.
faith. You might have
So
kids.
don't question anything.
You might have kids, and they got more of a drawing to God than you do. If you're their dad, I don't know.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
All right.
Your own little child's
All
got
right.
more of a drawing that God exists.
All right.
But you're too smart.
Yeah, too smart. That's it. All right, thanks, buddy. Thanks. Too smart.
That's just a lot.
Too smart, guys. I don't think like a child. Now I want to go riding this beautiful campus. Yes, I am. By the way, it's my old wheel. I got my new wheel. It's the Gotway RS from eWheels.com. You guys should get one. It's badass. But this is my old wheel I'm on right now because I haven't finished tweaking and setting up my new wheel. So, yeah, found a little feature for you guys. Hope you liked it. I'm thinking about doing a video of myself, a short little one, but I don't know if you guys get bored with it or not. Let me know. Peace.